Todd from Southern Cross Flutes, and this video is about how to breathe more efficiently and effectively using either a drone flute or a mined temple flute. It's easy to do, and the benefits of improving and enhancing your breath work whilst playing the flute have numerous benefits other than just being able to play the flute really well. You're able to expand the flow of oxygen through your body and also awaken the muscles of the diaphragm. A couple of points for breathing. Initially, I always begin playing by taking a really deep breath of air. This is sort of like filling up the entire reservoir. Not that I'm going to use it on the first phrase, but that I'm just filling up and expanding that area. So initially I'll take a deep breath, which is filling the bottom belly, and then all the way up to the top chest. I often finish up with an inhalation through the nose, as that really fills up this top part of the lungs here. Now when I'm breathing, I don't drain it all straight away. In fact, I probably only use half of my lung capacity when I'm playing, and I'm always topping up. So the two first points are really making sure that you start your playing by filling your lungs completely with air. When you're playing, don't don't keep playing until you're completely out of air. Recharge your lungs, refill them when you're maybe 50 to 25% out. You get more familiar with how low you are on air as you continue playing. So for example, I just took a breath of air just beforehand. I'd only been playing for a few seconds, so I use a very small amount of air, but I'm keeping that space topped up with air to promote longevity in the playing, and also strong tones that come out of the flute, which are generated from having enough available air, as opposed to being run right out of air. The notes sound quite weak. So the purpose of refilling continually, stopping to refill continually, is to really also make sure that you're playing strong notes. Where to do that refilling, that's an important point. I often build that refilling of my lungs into the phrase or into the music that I'm playing. So to do that, it creates a small section of silence, and also let's say quite a percussive nature to the song. So I breathed so many times there, I never got close to being, let's say, even 3/4 or halfway out of breath. That's one of the best tips that I can add to the playing. Now, it's not that everybody wants to play quite percussively like I was just playing there. That it's putting lots of short, sharp spaces in between the notes to create that beat feel. A lot of people enjoy playing nice long notes, so let's see how we can keep our lungs filled by playing long notes. In that last example, I was able to play drawn out longer notes as opposed to stopping and starting to take that breath. One of the tricks for that is to weave in and out of playing both the drone and also the single barrel flute. So when you're playing through both chambers, you're obviously using up twice the amount of air. So take a breath during your playing, and then switch to the other side and use that single chambered flute to create a different style of phrase or feeling to the music, while at the same time utilizing and occupying less of your breath. That's the other trick to playing long notes with the flute there. Something else you can do if you're really interested in playing lots of nice long enduring melodies, you could focus more on the way that you expel your breath, and that is specifically using the diaphragm muscles to control the flow of the air. So there's less forceful exhalation through the mouth, and there is more gentle, controlled and restricted exhalation through the diaphragm. For me, this is quite a difficult topic to explain because the diaphragm is a muscle, so until you become familiar with using it, it can be a challenge to understand. So imagining that you have got good strong diaphragm muscles or working on them, then you'll be able to feel the way in which your lower part of the belly can be used to expel the lungs, the air from the lungs. This is a great technique to be using for your breathing, no matter what style of flute you're playing. How to do that whilst playing? I often think about it actually when I'm playing a nice long note. And I bring a lot of my awareness and attention down to the belly region, and I can sense how the diaphragm muscle is being used to sort of slowly squeeze out the air. I hope that makes sense. If you need more clarification, let me know. So those are some of the best tips that I've got for playing a drone or Mayan temple flute, is keeping your reservoir really full initially, starting with a complete full reservoir of air, keeping it topped up while you're playing. If you're not wanting to play lots of short, sharp percussive notes, to keep your lungs topped up, but if you're wanting to play nice, long, drawn-out notes, also possible. Try alternating from playing both chambers to playing single chambers, spacing your melodies with periods of silence in which you can take a nice deep breath of air and build that interval into the music. And also lastly, using your diaphragm muscles to more slowly and concentratedly release the air, as opposed to overblowing many of your notes, that is expelling more air than is really required. Those are the best tips that I've got. If you've got any feedback for me, let me know, or any more tips, definitely let me know, and I'll be happy to help out.